So as usual, let's begin with 3 ohms. Take a deep, before we begin, let's establish the group consciousness. Think of everyone who is in this group within yourself. And let's take a deep breath in. And we'll begin with the first of 3 ohms. Our usual disclaimer. When you attend this session, you recognize that you're responsible for your own well-being. Life in Yoga and our volunteers like me and others are not responsible for the outcome of your participation here. So please exercise caution in whatever you do, and please make sure that you follow the guideline of yoga, that is, there can be no strain whatsoever in whatever you do. The Yoga Sutra explains everything should be done with such mild effort, whereby you can have meditative focus in what you're doing. The purpose is to stimulate and not to work out, and not to create any strain in the system. A good way to do that is to watch your breath, and make sure it is always slow and smooth. Keeping that in mind, let's begin with the chakra vibrations. Bring your awareness to the perineum, and as you squeeze at the perineum, pressing on the little finger with the thumb, we begin with Lam. Lam. Release the hand, continue. Lam. Bring your awareness an inch or so above the perineum, behind the pubic area. As you draw in there, we do Vam, pressing on the ring finger with the thumb. Vam. Release the fingers, continue. Bring your awareness behind the navel in the middle of the body. As you draw in at the navel, we do Ram, pressing on the middle finger with the thumb. Release the fingers, continue. Last time. Bring your awareness to the middle of the chest in between the breasts, and here we do Yam, pressing on the index finger with the thumb. Take a deep breath in. Yam. Release the fingers. Continue. Thumbs up. Now we go on to the Vishuddhi Chakra, the throat, where we do hum. Take a deep breath in. Release the hand. Continue. Last time. Bring the awareness to the middle of the head, and here we do chum, thumbs up, loose fist. Chum. Release the hand. Continue. Last time. Top of the middle of the head, we do Om, again thumbs up. Om. Release the hand, continue. Last time. Now we go on to the Ujjayi Pranayama, the happy face breathing. So those of you who know it can begin, and those of you who need instructions, bring your awareness to the lowermost part of the mouth, and focusing there as you inhale and exhale, feel a restricted breathing there, like a mild sucking sensation when you inhale and a reverse sensation when you exhale. For people who are beginners, it helps to make a big smile with the cheeks pulled out so that you can feel the stretch there. And most important is, it has to be done without strain. So keep continuing doing it and only breathing through the nostrils. Those of you who want to do any physical mobility exercises, you can do. Today we will do something unusual. We will do 45 minutes of Ujjayi Pranayama. So we'll continue. Those of you who are not doing any movements and only doing the Ujjayi Pranayama, you can interlock your hands and take your thumb together and place the thumb right at your navel under your shirt. Those of you who are doing the Ujjayi without any movements, you can visualize as you inhale from your navel, the breath awareness is rising up right to the hairline in the middle of the forehead. And as you exhale, it is coming down. Keep that visualization going. Those of you who are continuing without any bodily movements, you can now visualize the, as you inhale, right from the feet going through the middle of the body all the way to the top of the head and a few inches above the head as you inhale, and as you exhale, coming down the middle of the body, going all the way down towards the feet. Continue. Now, those of you who are continuing without any motions, you can change the visualization. Think of yourself as in a big cylinder that is about 6 feet wide, and you're in the middle of it sitting over there. It is going several feet above you and below your legs. And as you inhale, visualize with a swirl going upward and connecting into the cosmic energy. And as you exhale, feel it going downward in a swirl under the feet and going into the earth, carrying away all the dense and unwanted substance away from you. So as you inhale, you get cosmic intelligence up. Exhale, going out through the bottom of the feet, all unwanted stuff into the earth. Visualize that. Continue the Ujjayi. Last exhalation. You can release your hands and be comfortable. Keep your awareness within and observe the sensations within you, including the head. Now, without opening your eyes, we can go on to Kapalbhati. And we'll do this for a long time. and you can see what happens within you, but don't open your eyes. Anytime you feel tired, pause for a minute or so and continue the Kapalbhati. Last exhalation. Observe within yourself how you feel. Observe your head in particular and the back of the neck. Now we will do Brahmari. And as we do this, do as many breaths as we want. We'll do it for a certain period of time, so not a set of count. But each time, take a slow, deep breath in, and as you exhale, do the sound. So take a deep breath in. Make sure it is fully relaxed, no hurrying in the exhalation or inhalation. And don't worry about the volume of the sound. Last Brahmari, once you finish, we'll get ready for our Bhastrika. Today we will do 5 rounds of Bhastrika before meditation. So, whenever you are ready, get ready, stretch back your shoulders, exhale, inhale, exhale, 2, exhale, 3, exhale, 4, exhale, 5, exhale, 6, exhale, 7, exhale, 8, exhale, 9, exhale, 10, exhale, 11, exhale, 12, exhale, 30, exhale, 40, exhale, 50, exhale, 60, exhale, 70, exhale, 80, exhale, 90, exhale, 20, exhale. Today we will do something different. Take a deep breath in as much as you can and hold it for as long as is comfortable without any pressure. And when you exhale, close the right nostril and exhale through the left nostril. Once you're done with it, you can keep your eyes closed for a moment. Just be an observer till we are ready for the second round. We are now, let's get ready for the second round. Pull back your shoulders as you inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2, inhale. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 13. Exhale. 14. Exhale. 50. Exhale. 60. Exhale. 70. Exhale. 80. Exhale. 90. Exhale. 20. Exhale. Again, take a slow, deep breath in. And as you inhale in, feel like it is going up to the head. And then close your right nostril and exhale through the left nostril. After you hold the breath for as long as is comfortable without any pressure. Now, let's get ready for the third round. Pull back the shoulders as you inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 2, exhale. 3, exhale. 4, exhale. 5. Exit. 6. Exit. 7. Exit. 8. Exit. 9. Exit. 10. Exit. 11. Exit. 12. Exit. 30. Exit. 40. Exit. 50. Exit. 60. Exit. 70. Exit. 80. Exit. 90. Exit. 20. Exit. Once again, take a deep breath in slowly and hold the breath without any compression, and observe what happens to the palm of your hands and the soles of the feet as you hold the breath. And when you're ready to exhale, close the right nostril, exhale through the left nostril. Keep the eyes closed. And how many of you felt any sensation in the palms or the soles of the feet? Raise your hands when you held the breath.
I felt warmth.
That's okay. Okay. So now keep the eyes closed, keep the awareness within. And now please mute yourself.
Sorry.
Okay, keep your awareness within, keep the eyes closed. Now, mentally, keep your palms open in front of you, and mentally keep the palms together, and mentally invoke the spirit that takes awareness beyond the body, and that spirit is called Gayatri. Ask Gayatri to come right into your hand, the spirit that takes the awareness beyond the body. See if you feel any sensation in the hand, a vibration or the weight increasing in the hand. Then mentally, lift up your hands and take it inside you, inside your body, and then you have the awareness within. Just observe how it feels. Now again, open your palms again, take it together, and mentally call upon the spirit that provides the energy for us to realize far beyond the body. And that energy is called, that spirit is called Savitri. So ask Savitri to come into you and observe whether you feel any weight or vibration in your hands. And again, take that right into yourself, into your body. Observe how you feel. Now, open the palms again. See how it feels. Lift it up and you won't feel much weight or anything. Now we will invoke the highest source, the spirit that brings knowledge to us. And we call that as Saraswati. Open your palms and ask Saraswati to come into your palms. See if you feel the palm begin to have more weight or vibrations. Take that again, lift up the palm and take it into yourself. And so, now that all of it is in there, mentally, with your eyes closed, mentally look above and seek to connect into the source that is highest, into God. Just keep your source over there and mentally ask any question you have in your mind, and just keep the focus far above the head, as if from the head there is a pointer that is looking for something far, far above. And as you are in that zone, we will play Om, and you can just be listening to the Om as we play it. As you are connected over there, be sure to ask the question to restore your whole psychosomatic being. Some of you may experience that you are within a pillar of light, a healing light that is going through you. Keep your eyes closed and mentally affirm to yourself, may I be guided to fulfill the purpose for which I am born. Become aware of yourself from the top of the head all the way down to the bottom of the feet. Feel the intensity of the connection you feel with far above. Bring your hands together at the chest and mentally thank the spirits that have come to increase the connection within you. Gayatri, Savitri and Saraswati. And mentally tell them, thank you, and let them go. Then open the palm of your hands and look straight into the palm of your hands. So gently open your eyes. Now, some of you were more perceptive, some of you were less perceptive. How many people could feel a vibration or a presence in the palm of your hands when you invoke the spirits? So just raise your hands, that is good enough, you don't need to talk. Okay, so a lot of you were able to do it. Okay, excellent. And how many people felt the meditation today was a little more stronger than other days? Raise your hand. Oh, it is almost universal. Okay, excellent. The thing is, I didn't really plan it this way. It is in a moment of, inspiration as we were going through. I hadn't even planned in the beginning, but when we started doing the Ujjayi, the thought came to me that the power of pranayama, when it is done long and this way, is considered much, much more powerful than anything physical. When we work with pranayama and these visualization and sound vibrations and intention, we are working through the three higher channels of communication. The highest channel, of course, the Udana Vayu, and then the Prana Vayu and the Samana Vayu. That is where we have the greatest amount of communication that we work through. Whereas the Apana and the Vyana is where we are largely working when we do work with physical elements. Now, thank you, Nalin. I see your thing over here that, I need to do this more often, please. Okay. I don't know how many others feel that way. So can I have a show of hands? How many people want to do this more often? Okay. It looks like it is 60-40 or something like that. 50. Okay. A lot of people, 70-80. Okay. %. So maybe we will do it on, weekends, on Sundays, when we have little more liberty, because what happens is the people who come in today on Sundays are much more the dedicated group. The people who are coming once in a while on weekdays and things, they are much more physically conscious, and the higher awareness you get from this practice, they are not aware. So they may not find it as motivating, right? So we'll keep it maybe for the weekends or so. So the next question I have for you is, some of you may have noticed we never did the alternate nostril breathing, right? Did anybody feel there was an imbalance between the two sides? Those of you who have your hands up from previous things, you can bring it down. Anybody felt there was an imbalance between the two sides? Raise your hand. Okay. And did you feel the imbalance not corrected at all? Okay. The people who felt an imbalance between the two sides, remember while doing the Ujjayi, I said, visualize your awareness going up from the navel to the middle of the forehead and the hairline, and when you exhale, you feel it come down. Were you able to feel it? Those of you who felt the imbalance, okay. If you felt the imbalance and you did this, did you feel it help towards correcting the imbalance? That was actually, that's the equivalent of the alternate nostril breathing. And when we did the visualization of the entire up and down through, it should have balanced the two sides automatically. Okay, so that is the reason we didn't do the Ujjayi pranayama, but yet some people felt the imbalance, right? So Tammy, you felt the imbalance despite doing this. Can you comment a little over here and share with us as to in what way was the imbalance over there, in the sense, did it reduce or it did not help in any way?
So I actually, can you hear me all right? Yeah. I felt the imbalance when we were doing that breathing, and it kept going to the right side. And every time I kept bringing it, I kept trying to like move it over every time. So we did it for a while. So it took a while, but it did eventually come to the middle.
Okay. So you felt the imbalance, but it got corrected, particularly when we were focusing on this thing from in the middle of the forehead, right?
It helped. Yes.
I had to stay focused on what my purpose was, like, why are you over there? So I just kept like focusing that it was going to go straight, and that's what happened.
Very nice. So you see, there are different ways of accomplishing the same thing. And anybody who felt the imbalance should have done more of that, it would have taken care. But it was all meant to stimulate the vitality as well as all the elements that go towards a higher awareness. So anyway, so in an inspiration, we did something different. And so if there are any comments or questions, and we are open for anything beyond that, anything else, if you have in mind, feel free to speak up. You can
Was
unmute.
that particular exercise the Udana Vayu or the Prana Vayu for that one when we were focusing?
Yeah, actually what it is that particular exercise, you see, remember something, any exercise that works for you is fine. And we call this as Murdhanya Pranayam, but not in itself. There we only focus here. Here with Ujjayi, we were doing the whole thing, right? But bring the awareness here, so that in order to bring the balance, right? Any questions, comments, anything? It need not be this subject alone.
I think when we did the visualization, I felt more calm and peaceful. And when we did all these things with visualization.
Excellent, excellent. What else?
I would like to share that it felt like the chakra cleaning that we did at retreat, that when we did the cyclone up and down.
Yes,
I think we did the Kapalbhati and the Brahmari. It felt like a vacuum was in here, like sucking out. And then the more I did Brahmari, that went down further in the body and down further. And then I could feel it in my tailbone through all those Brahmaris. It like just, it was the most weirdest thing. But yeah, that was like the chakra cleansing that we did in retreat. And I cried. And pulling those entities in, and they were so loving. They like give us a hug when they came. And yeah, that was really cool. Thank you.
So Satyapalji, you have your hand up. Go ahead.
When we were doing the visualization, at that time, when the breath was going up, it was okay. When the breath was coming down, as soon as it reached near my shoulders, it shook my arms and shoulders.
Excellent. Very good observation. I actually noticed it for some people. What it is anytime it becomes dense while going down and not moving, it is related to the earth and water elements that have formed, that have blockages in the nadis, which is the source of any level of physical lack of, optimal elements in the earth and water elements. So that is why we should do it more often. And as it goes under the feet and into the earth, that will cleanse it out and open up the vitality. A lot of, in fact, you're not the only person, you expressed it, but I'm sure there were other people who felt, while going up it was fine, while going down it felt more difficult to come. How many other people felt that? Okay, many more. Exactly. You should do it more and to cleanse out, and it's a very good observation. Thank you. So we have two other people, Nita Shah and Renu Thapar. Any of you unmute yourself and speak up?
Dr. Raj,
Yes.
I have asthma right now, active, and I was trying to do pranayam. That was like I was forcing myself to breathe in and breathe out. So, should I do that or no?
Okay. Let me ask you the question. How does your asthma feel after doing all of this?
It's bad.
It is bad?
It's like coughing and coughing and coughing.
You see, coughing is part of cleansing out of all the phlegm that have gotten in there. But are you breathing easier?
Not while I was doing pranayam, no.
No,
But
now.
like after that, a little bit better.
Okay.
After I finished, I was little better. But at that time, I was forcing myself to breathe in and breathe out.
See, what happens is when Ujjayi pranayam is done and you have inflammation in the respiratory tract, the histamine have been released. When you do the Ujjayi pranayam, coughing is normal and it will end up, taking it out. But what happens is, like we always guide, too much coughing can create loss of vitality, making you feel tired. So the thing is basically in all of these, whenever you need to pause for a while, you can pause. But in fact, the Ujjayi pranayama done for a long time is the way to actually stimulate the respiratory tract to clear off all these inflammations in there.
Oh, okay. So beginning like I have a headache in the back when I was forcing myself to breathe in and out, and then in beginning, but then it's gone automatically.
Very nice, very nice.
Thank
So
you.
Renuji, you want to say something? Go ahead.
I want to say two things, Dr. Rajan. I have felt very relaxed at the end of it. I'm still so relaxed. And the second thing, like another lady just spoke out, I had some stress breathing before I started. And in the beginning, and then slowly that has calmed down. I'm breathing peacefully, regularly, and very comfortably right now.
Very nice. There must be at least one person who felt this is not for me. Yeah, but, is there anybody like that over here who felt this was not a good session for them?
It's different.
It is different, but did you feel, I don't want to do this anymore?
I want to do it more.
I think it was very good. I liked it.
So but I'm a little surprised that there isn't a single person who said this doesn't work for me. Okay, that is all good then. So all of you feeling good about it. Any other, by the way, we don't have to stick to this topic. We have some time more. So if there are any questions, being the Sunday, a time when we kind of discuss anything, open this thing. So please feel free to ask anything else.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
You gave me some mantra when I have asthma. I'm so like this.
Yes, I'm
That's what I do, right? All the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I forgot that and I left it. So now I remember. Thank you.
Very nice.
Dr. Rajan, one more. I want to express something that I would still need the physical part along with this at some point in the day. I did some this morning because there's so much stiffness in my body.
After doing this practice, did any of the stiffness relax a little bit, particularly after Kapalbhati?
My mind feels much better.
Mm-hmm.
My body, unfortunately, I took a Tylenol right before I started.
Ah,
So I'm not wanting to comment one way or another. I don't want to bias the study that you're doing.
yeah, there is no study here of this thing, but just taking this thing. Is there anybody here, or actually I should ask people as a whole, how many of you felt that normally the stretch loosens up the body and things? With this breathing alone, did you feel that the physical, loosening up happened for you? Or how many people felt it did not happen for you? Raise your hand. And how many people it did not? Then we'll take the second question. So there is about half of you felt that the physical elements loosened up with the practice alone, right? Okay, now you can drop your hands, and now let's ask the question to people. How many of you felt your physical loosening did not happen for you? Oh, Virendraji, you raised your hand on both occasions. Okay, so there were like, oh, YouTube, Prabhu is also raising the hand for both. Okay.
To lower the hand, you know.
What is that?
How to lower the hand, you know.
I did not understand. How to lower the hand?
Yeah, we don't know.
Oh, here. Oh, I have lowered it for you. That's fine. Thank you. Okay. So that's good. So, some of you raised the hand for both. That is Neeta Shah and Prabha. So what happened to why did you raise your hand for both? Yes, it loosened you and it didn't loosen you. That means you wanted some physical element like what Dr. Renu Thapar was mentioning, right?
I did not get very loosened.
Okay, but you felt good. Okay.
I felt good.
Okay. So the thing is, you see, what happens is when we do the breathing practices like this, you get a much better meditative experience and a higher awareness. It's more spiritually elevating. However, what happens is, if we have more, typically even with 1 hour yoga practice, people are all in a hurry. And we spent 1.5 hours over here. Now, I'll tell you something to all of you. When we used to do our yoga practice every Saturday in Shiva Vishnu temple over here, our sessions used to go from 7 in the morning till 10 in the morning for 3 hours. Okay? So the key part is, if you can sit for 3 hours, of course you can do all of these things, right? So the part is, if we are going to do on this practice every Sunday, then if we are only having this hour and a half, then before you come, you can do your walking and stretching and all of that, so that you can have the meditative experience once a week. Does that work? Yes, so once a week we'll focus on the deeper meditative aspect, but before you come every Sunday, do a little bit of stretching, whatever you need for the physical body, right? And by the way, I chose this time to partly because when there is warmth in the air, the body can be a little more, it won't feel as stiff. In the winter time, we definitely want to be a lot more careful and make sure the body is warmed enough nicely so that the stiffness wears down. So Kashi Rao, you have a comment? Please go ahead.
Well, actually, a slightly different topic. Can you comment on the relationship between Patanjali Yoga Shastra and Bhagavad Gita?
Okay, very simple. The thing is, you see, Bhagavad Gita is a conversation between two people who knew each other very, very well.
Okay.
And so it is being spoken specific to the needs of that individual. Whereas on the other hand, and of course, there are many elements that is being spoken to the needs of the specific individual, which are generally, of course, useful for a lot more people. But on the other hand, Patanjali Yoga Sutra is core based upon principles that are universal to everybody and not individual, not specifically to only one individual.
Okay. So more general. Okay.
Yes, far more general and overall comprehensive principles.
But it is shorter, right? It's much shorter.
Absolutely, much shorter. Because you see, what happens is the Yoga Sutra does not get into a lot of the details of the nature of existence and things like that. It doesn't go into, like in the chapter 11 in Bhagavad Gita, when the Vishwarupa Darshana is given and all of these. It doesn't go into all of that. It doesn't go into Devatas and the role and all of that, because the purpose is not to explain all the nature of existence. The purpose is for you to, or how do you enable your practices to go towards individually experience whatever is the highest truth. And we don't need to make any assumptions about the highest truth. That is the principles by which you attain that ability. That is where the Yoga Sutras is focused on. Whereas on the other hand, the Bhagavad Gita is a lot more, and relative to the need of the individual over there, two long-term friends who are discussing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
So,
I wanted to ask, it's not related with this. One of my friends yesterday was telling me that Tumo breathing, Tibetan, this pranayam, it's very good to maintain your temperature. Can you please explain what is this Tumo breathing and what is the advantage before I start doing anything? I want to check with you.
See, Tumo breathing is not appropriate for this group. Okay? Tumo breathing is something that is very much appropriate for Baba Ramdev. You see, what happens is, our diaphragm, which is being pulled up when we do the Kapalbhati, right? Mm-hmm. Now, what happens is, it needs to have enough resilience so that if you push yourself a lot, there is no strain in the system. Okay? So when you don't have strain in the system, you can do you have seen how Baba Ramdev does the Kapalbhati so vigorously, right? And he doesn't get tired. Okay? He can do that forever because he has resilience built in the system through many years of practice. Okay? So when that kind of breathing is done, and it is done and he does it quite rapidly too. Okay? So when that is done, what happens is, right in the upper back, in the cervical neck area, lot of heat will build up, and that heat will rise upward. Okay? So the thing is, you see, that kind of breathing brings so much heat to the body that what happens is, typically the way in which Tumo breathing is shown is, it's really a form of a high level of expertise in Kapalbhati. Okay? And what happens is, so much heat is put in that in this Tibetan, this thing they show when they do the Tumo breathing, the body heats up where in cold they can be bare-bodied. Okay? And what they do is, to demonstrate that how much heat is created, they will put a wet towel on their upper back and it will dry up as they do their practice. Okay? So the thing is, you see, for nobody here, Tumo breathing is appropriate. Okay? So please don't try it.
Thank you very much. Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you so much.
Yes. You're welcome. Yes. Go ahead, Tam.
Regarding the session today, I did want to mention that the Bhastrika seemed more powerful in the area of pain relief. My knee and my left knee and left hip, like, have been having this like pulsing pain the last couple days, and all of a sudden, while we were doing like the third round, I was like, oh, I like literally noticed that it wasn't hurting.
Yes. The thing is, you see, what happens is, we used so many different kinds of pranayama for a longer period of time today. And I would have done, I stopped after the third round because I sensed that things had kind of pacified. So it was ready to go into meditation. But otherwise, I would have gone on to the fourth and fifth round, which I was earlier planning, right? So the thing is, obviously, by the way, anytime if you have any joint pains or any issues related to that, just this kind of Bhastrika Pranayam will immediately give you relief. Only thing is you may need to do many more rounds. Today it was 3 rounds was good enough for Tammy, only because we did the Ujjayi for so long and we did the Brahmari, all of those elements that added on, and the Kapalbhati. That is what allowed you to have it with 3 rounds. But typically if there are arthritic pains in any joints, it takes between 5 to 10 rounds of Bhastrika, between 100 to 200 breaths to overcome it. You see, the thing is, fast or slow is very individual to each person. Okay? So what we have seen is there is a range of breathing speed that works for different people according to their own nature and capacity. Okay? So the range of number of breaths per minute in Bhastrika is 6 to 9 breaths per minute. Okay, so normal unconscious breathing is about 15 breaths per minute. Now, when you're doing Kapalbhati without any strain, it is about 60 breaths per minute. You're doing 1 per second. Okay. Now, on the other hand, for what we call as effective Bhastrika, I'm not talking about people who do 1 breath per second in Bhastrika. That is too much. 60, they do Bhastrika like Kapalbhati. But within this thing, the range of 6 to 9 breaths per minute, whatever works for you is okay. Okay. So some of you may prefer to do 9 breaths per minute, which is okay. Some of you may prefer to do 6 breaths per minute. And this is the reason I even say during some of the times I do it, don't worry about my counts, but do it according to what is right for you. So Renuji, you want to say something? Go ahead.
I just wanted to add something that in today's practice, because of the length of each pranayam that we did, there's a great deal of muscular relaxation that came with that. And that adds to the comfort level that everybody is talking about, that they don't need the physical part. Because even if you started with muscle tension and with all the meditative breathing for such a long time, the muscles are all calmed down. You don't need to relax into anybody who's eating, maybe.
Thank you. Okay, if there are no further questions or comments, we can end over here.
Thank you, Dr. Rajan.
Thank you very much.
Namaste.